Hello and welcome to today's video break. I'm Sabra and we're in Psalm 25:16 that says, "Turn to me and be gracious to me, for I am lonely and afflicted." Oh, can't you just hear the psalmist cry? Turn to me, Lord. I'm sure that maybe you have dealt with bouts of maybe loneliness. I don't know. I'm assuming most people do. There's a difference between being alone and being lonely. Now, David, I don't think was ever really alone because even in the cave, he had men there, but he was lonely. The mission, the purpose that he had been given, he found himself in a place where he was the only one that was doing what David was doing. And oftentimes that can lead to extreme loneliness. If you're the only one that does the job that you can do, that you're doing, or if you're the only one alone, maybe you're the only parent, maybe, I don't know what your situation is, but sometimes if we feel like we're the only one doing what we do, it can be really lonely. And so I think that's where David was at. It seemed like, he was being chased by Saul. He was the head of a nation. I mean, there were so many consequences that were his, or so many situations that were his, that I can't help but to think he needed God so desperately from being, his loneliness led to his affliction. And, I don't know that if he was afflicted then lonely, but it seemed like loneliness can lead to us feeling so afflicted, so torn, so, it's a feeling of hopelessness, but yet he knew where to go. And this is what's so encouraging about reading the Psalms and understanding more of David is he knew the place to go was to God. Turn to me, God, and reveal your grace to me again. Show me favor. Fill in the gaps. Walk with me to this place that I don't have these experiences of loneliness, but I find it really interesting that here's a strong Christian man following the Lord with all of his heart, still feeling this despair of loneliness. And I don't know on this side of heaven if we can ever totally get over it, but I do know that today you and I are not alone. The Lord sees and understands every step that you're making. He knows you better than you know yourself. He knows the number of hairs on top of your head. He knows all about you. And so you're not alone. But maybe you need to be like David and call out to him and say, okay, God, then turn to me with your favor, with your grace. Show me yourself in a way that this spirit of loneliness will be resolved, will bring someone across my path. Bring me a friend, bring me a trusted confidant, maybe that's what God wants to do. And I've been in those places where I felt lonely and all of a sudden I get a phone call or someone shows up or someone, reaches out to me. I don't know. Do you need God to turn to you today?